What's up YouTube? I'm Crazy K, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing Gunfire Reborn. I'll give a brief overview of the game and then go over the things I loved about the game, the things I didn't enjoy as much, and I'll be letting you know whether or not I think this game is worth your time and money. Gunfire Reborn is a co-op roguelike first-person shooter with RPG elements that was released into early access on May 22nd and developed by, oh gosh, this is a really hard one, Buyoi Interactive Entertainment Limited. I apologize right now for butchering your name. A good way to think about Gunfire Reborn is put Binding of Isaac together with Borderlands 3. In this game, you and up to 4 friends run around semi-procedurally generated maps and kill enemies while you pick up new guns and new upgrades for your guns, character, and your character's abilities. By the way, let me know in the comments below whether you prefer co-op games or if you prefer single-player games. The goal of the game, like most other roguelike games, is to stay alive through as many levels as possible and kill the bosses you come across on your path. Currently, the game is in early access and has 3 characters you can play, 3 bosses and their own unique zones leading up to them, and normal and elite difficulties. So let's talk about what this game has gotten right. In a lot of ways, I think the difficulty for this game is perfect. It's very difficult and punishing, especially at the beginning. This means that the first time you kill the boss, it will be very rewarding.
You will die! You will die! Yes!
I'm a golden god. I am a golden god.
But, like most other roguelike games, most runs just won't go your way. The guns are another really strong point of this game. They drop randomly and they have a really diverse pool of guns. Everyone can find their own favorite guns. Most of the time when I'm playing this game, I'm playing co-op with a couple or a few other friends, and every time we all seem to gravitate towards specific guns. Some of the randomness of the game will actually push you to try new guns, and you might find a gun that becomes your personal favorite from then on. The guns have random inscriptions, or affixes as they're known in most games, that can further customize and improve your weapon. Inscriptions can range from increasing stats like damage, reload speed, rate of fire, to changing the damage type of a weapon to one specific element, or make a weapon shoot 2 projectiles instead of 1 when fired. Every so often you will find a chest that contains what the game calls a golden goblet. When you click it, you'll be given a choice between 3 ascensions. These ascensions give you more utility, damage type increases, or make your abilities do more damage. Having choices and making decisions is the name of the game here, and it feels really great when it's mixed together with all these different random systems. Throughout the game, you will randomly see things drop that are called scrolls. Scrolls increase your stats or different aspects of your character. They range from utility picks like more dashes to things that just increase your damage. The really cool thing about these scrolls is that the more powerful ones actually have negative trade-offs that you have to balance when picking them up. Like, you will do more damage, but only while standing still. This just continues to reinforce the feeling of having choices in the game. But each choice will have some trade-offs and feel kind of like it has some weight to it. This game even gets the small things right. Like whenever you unlock a new scroll or a new weapon, it immediately drops in-game. I know many games like this just unlock the weapon or item for you to find later, but it is so much more fun and rewarding to unlock something and then it drops immediately, and now that run feels more exciting. The game even has a talent system to add that little bit of RPG spice in there. You actually get these talent points from defeating enemies and defeating each boss every run, but you have to spend the points after each run or they're discarded. This system keeps any run from feeling like a waste of time, because even if you didn't get good drops on your run and you felt really weak, you can still get and spend these talent points to make every run after this one stronger. So we've seen all the great things that this game has to offer. Now let's go to the other side of the spectrum and see some of the things that I didn't get along with very well. This one might seem a bit silly, but my friends and I all noticed this and were annoyed by it every time it happened. Please make the cat characters' grenades explode on impact. Nothing feels worse than straight up doming an enemy with a grenade just for it to bounce off their face and explode elsewhere. I know that this is small, and I know it might even be the developer's conscious choice, but it's just a feels bad moment every single time it happens, and I think it's probably a simple fix. Another small but big issue that I have with the game is when you're spectating another player, it's actually super jittery. It sort of feels like I'm playing the game on a low refresh rate monitor, or a console, hashtag PC Master Race. I'm not sure if this is a connection issue or whatever it is, but my friend and I were playing with 40 millisecond ping between us, so I think it's something on the game's end. I know absolutely nothing about game development, but I do know that this is a bad user experience, so if you could smooth this out just a little bit, it would feel so much better. I mean, dying's already a difficult enough experience.
Let me charge my freaking shields!
I'm dead.
The game does have a sharp difficulty curve, and I know that I mentioned that before in the positives for this game, but I also think that it can be a negative if it's not properly handled. I think there should be some way of letting players know that it's okay that you're gonna lose a lot of runs, because you're gonna slowly chip away at this game and get stronger each time and get better each time. It's just that initial spike in difficulty when you first start that can make it really daunting. As long as new players are ready for this from the beginning, I think it's fine. My last thing is just this. More weapons, more scrolls, more enemies, more bosses, more zones, more everything in this game. Honestly, just push more towards Binding of Isaac and Borderlands 3. Go insane with the weapons, abilities, scrolls, all of that stuff, and put as many in the game as possible. So overall, I think this game is incredibly solid, especially for being only $12. I've already seen that they're going to continue adding even more content, and it's just going to get better and better. I can't even imagine what this game will be like on full release. If you enjoy games like Borderlands or Binding of Isaac or roguelikes in general, then I think this game is a solid pickup for you. This game was an absolute blast to play, especially in multiplayer. And if you're into multiplayer madness, then make sure to check out my review of Fall Guys right here. To continue finding more indie games that you'll love and want to spend your time and money on, subscribe to this channel too, because that's why we exist. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.